Last week in the Make It Happen community, we had a conversation about trimming your tolerations. It was such a great discussion. And I gotta tell you, now that I've started looking for all these things that I'm tolerating, I kinda can't stop. Tolerations are those seemingly small and little annoying things that are secretly taking little bits of your energy away from you. Things that you're putting up with, things that you're sucking up. This weekend, I'm attacking my own tolerations, and I thought I'd share some of them with you for 3 very specific reasons. 1, I'm a huge believer in public accountability. Once I say it to you here, I'm probably gonna follow through with it. 2, it might actually inspire you to take care of some of your tolerations. And 3, it felt like a perfectly good excuse to make my second crappy video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out this other video here. The first toleration I want to attack is something that could just be more efficient. Earlier today, my wife Meredith came over here and helped me figure out something that, yes, I could have Googled, and yes, I probably could have watched 6 YouTube videos on, but it's something that I just have never gotten around to do that has been wasting a lot of time. And that's figuring out how to record my Zoom recordings on the cloud so that I can send my clients those replays on the cloud instead of downloading them and uploading them as an unlisted YouTube video, and that whole dance that I've been doing for 6 years now. Meredith has had this on her list to show me how to do this for I don't know how long. And so we finally got it done, and I already feel a lot lighter. Then there's something that's just been annoying me for a long freaking time. The P button on my keyboard keeps sticking. Not all the time, just, some of the time, just enough that it's annoying constantly. And then there's something I just keep forgetting about, which is I'm running really dangerously low on hair product. Can you tell? You can probably tell. And if you know me at all, I'm really, really persnickety about my hair. Then there's something that just needs decided, like say this piece of wallpaper that has been on this wall. Well, I'm waiting for Meredith to decide whether or not this pattern is actually the wallpaper that she wants in this room. Will Meredith ever decide if she wants to order this actual pattern of wallpaper? Or will this sample of wallpaper continue to be its own piece of art over our nightstand for another 6 months or so? Then there's those tolerations of those things that I started, but I didn't quite finish. Those unfinished projects, even those really teeny tiny ones. A great example is I downloaded that LastPass as a password manager because, I want to be a little better about my passwords. And I've used it a couple of times, but I don't quite get it. I sort of get it, but I don't completely get it. And so I need to just go to the University of YouTube and watch 3 or 4 videos so I can figure out how this thing works. This is only going to be a solution if I actually, learn how to use it and actually use it as a solution. I can hear Mike Ehrmantraut from Breaking Bad pointing out that I used a half measure when I should have gone all the way. Completely off topic, but Breaking Bad is the inspiration for a lot of my coaching. And I know that sounds strange, but I swear it's true. Another toleration is something that should be working, that used to work, that no longer works. I have a link that I use for my No Matter What event, a very specific URL thing. And it used to work that I could tell people to go to that, but then it would go to the right page and it's not working. And I know I just need to call GoDaddy and get it over with, but who the heck wants to be on hold with GoDaddy? Then there's something I've just been meaning to do that I'm tolerating, like learning Final Cut Pro. Every time I say I'm gonna sit down and learn Final Cut Pro because I actually like editing and I think it's kind of fun, but every time I finally get a video filmed, I feel like I need to get it out there as quick as I can, and then I try to use Final Cut Pro, but I don't know enough yet, and so then it takes too long. So then I just quickly go back over to iMovie and get it done, and yet again, I haven't learned how to use this thing that I actually want to learn. So today, I've just filmed 3 videos so that I can publish one right away with my little iMovie. Might even be this one, I don't know yet. And then I can use the other 2 to learn Final Cut Pro on. And, I'm sure I can watch a YouTube video or a dozen on how to use Final Cut Pro, and it'll be a lot of fun. Now that I'm paying attention to all of these things that I'm tolerating, I'm starting to see some of the bigger things that I'm putting up with. I know it is way, way, way past time that I hire a virtual assistant, but as a control freak, I have been very hesitant and resistant and have procrastinated on that for a very long time. And I also know that I need help figuring out how to do that and how to find a really great person. So I'm very proud of myself. I asked my bestie, Matt, who is an expert in human resources, if he would help me figure that out. And he's going to write a job description and help me come up with the whole hiring process. It's going to be awesome so that I can find an assistant in the new year. This has been on my to-do list all of 2020. So those are my tolerations that need to be cleaned up or dealt with. Individually, they seem kind of small and maybe even meaningless. But these things can add up and slowly but surely zap you of time and energy and joy. And the funny thing is that once you finally take care of a couple of these things, you almost miraculously feel better. I already feel like 20 pounds lighter just because we took care of the stupid Zoom thing and I asked Matt to help me out with finding an assistant. So I'm off to order a new keyboard and buy some hair goop. Then I'll call GoDaddy and watch a few videos on LastPass while I'm on hold. And once I publish this video, I'll go ahead and edit another one in Final Cut Pro. Afterwards, I think I'm gonna treat myself to a couple Breaking Bad reruns. Sounds like a pretty productive Saturday afternoon if you ask me. So that's me, and it's your turn. What are you tolerating, and what are you gonna do about it? Tell me all about it in the comments below, and then go watch a few other of my videos. They're pretty funny. Bye.